Greetings. We are the Arcturian Council of 12. We are grateful for your choice to co-create with us in this, your now moment. We have been asked to discuss timelines. Primarily, we have been asked how you, children of Earth, can tell which timeline trajectory you are on. We want to tell you that from our perspective, you can tell that you are on the highest trajectory timeline due to the immense light and joy you are emanating and holding true to your Christed consciousness. However, in your third dimensional perspective, it shall be experienced in a completely different way. Firstly, you will experience extreme amounts of bliss. They shall not last long, but you shall experience joy for no particular reason. You just feel blessed and see colors brighter than normal. Again, this experience does not last long, seconds to possibly minutes. Secondly, you will experience a sense of peace, a long-lasting sense of peace that just keeps you calm regardless of what is occurring around you. This can last hours up to possibly days at a time. Thirdly, you are detached from world events. Not that you do not care at all, but your level of importance to them is approximately equal to your attention to a magazine you are reading in a waiting room at the dentist. Interesting, but out of sight, out of mind. Fourthly, you feel the energies, the intense energies. One moment weeping, next moment anxiety, next moment laughing, next moment falling asleep while standing, and none of those emotions were your emotions, but were a wave of mass consciousness energies that you experienced. Fifthly, your life feels like it is falling apart and you feel out of control. This is the part that we will expand upon further. Gaia has birthed her new form. New Earth has been birthed. All birthing experiences are painful. It is what it is. It is now your time to be birthed into new Gaia, into new Earth. As such, do you expect your birthing into a new form to be easy? We know humans were hoping they could go from a dark, heavy, low vibrational physical form and mental neural circuitry and easily just glide into the new light, high vibration physical form with new mental circuitry. But that cannot happen. You must shed your skin, so to speak. Your entire physical form, including every single neurocircuit in your brain, has to change. It not only has to change, but it has to vibrate differently. This means that all thought that you have practiced has to change and create new neurocircuitry. You have to think about every response and analyze it to assess if your response was helpful or harmful, and thus then decide how you want to behave going forward for any harmful responses. Every person you interact with, every memory, every emotional response, every environmental experience will need to be assessed at some point. This process is not painful physically, but it is emotionally trying. By re-examining your responses and upgrading them as required will create a higher vibrational state of consciousness to match the light quotient being provided to you on an ongoing basis. With a different vibration in your electrical field of your physical form, that means your physical environment then has to vibrate differently. So as your physically are starting to vibrate significantly faster, your environment has to catch up to your new you. That means your physical environment has to be shaken away and then wait for a new one to form around you. From our perspective, this is glorious. From your perspective, your life is in chaos. You will find that all of a sudden your relationships and environment are drastically changing. You will experience some people you love dearly all of a sudden leave your life, either through physical transitioning or due to them moving away or due to some situation that causes them to exit your life in a dramatic way. For example, people are finding their closest friendships are ending. Their marriage or partnership ended all of a sudden. Family member relationships are needing to close and walk away. People cease being alive in physical form, etc. With respect to environmental changes, many people are finding they have to move very quickly or have no home. People are leaving their careers. People feel an intense need to move someplace else, etc. As you can see, if you do not know what is going on, then all of these massive and emotionally exhausting changes in your lives would seem tragic. But when you can recognize what is occurring, then you can celebrate once you are emotionally available to do so. Changing timelines means you must voluntarily leave what is familiar, comfortable, and easy, and then voluntarily go into a void and stay there. We will compare this very loosely to the awkward silence that occurs in conversations. Some people cannot handle the awkward silence and talk just so they do not feel uncomfortable. But it is this uncomfortableness that we are telling you that you need to embrace. This is the part that keeps people from staying on their higher timeline. This is the part where most people cannot handle the unknowing and retreat back to what is familiar and comfortable, regardless as to how unhappy they were. These people are right on the cusp of embracing their new timelines when they let their fear take hold of them, and then they turn their backs on the new timelines and retreat to the old timelines. We are telling you to stay strong, dear ones. You cannot bring any baggage with you to New Earth. You must be willing to walk in completely innocent and pure, just like a new baby. You must trust, dear ones. We are asking you to do what is the most uncomfortable and terrifying thing for you to do, to trust in something that your society tells you does not exist. It will not be easy, but this is why you are the first ones to awaken from the society slumber. You are the strongest humans in existence. Learn to recognize the signs. Learn to recognize the physics of what is occurring. Learn to recognize the old melting away and wait in the void with excitement and anticipation for the new to take form. What do you do while waiting in the void in a state of unknowing? Daydream, dear ones. Daydream. Daydream of your highest desires, knowing that they are taking form, since you have dropped the lower energies that held you back from allowing it to take form earlier. Just daydream in a state of knowing. If you don't like what you are seeing around you, then close your eyes and daydream some more. Remember, each of you chose to awaken when you did. Each of you chose to awaken to be leaders. Each of you chose to awaken to be guides. As leaders and guides, you have to go through the thick brush of the forest first to make a path for the others. You will be getting the scratches and cuts from making the path through the brush. You may be feeling lost at times, but it is what you chose to do, as it is the most exciting part of the current journey. Stay strong, for in a brief amount of time, you will start to see others walking through that dense brush on the path that you created for them, walking to the new earth that you led them to. And that, dear hearts, is the most glorious experience a human can possibly have. We leave you now in the love and light of the one infinite Creator, Adonai.